Yeah, so I was saying we have that question. Yeah, and we'll have some practicals on HTML today. And because last time we were able to work on the JavaScript, so I'll have to write that program. Yeah, on the HTML. So let me just share my screen. Yeah, we come up with that program because I realize most of you are not able to get the question correct. So let me just share my screen having the text editor. Let me just share the screen. I hope I'm very clear. Yeah, Ian. Let me just share the screen. Am I clear? I hope I'm clear. I have to create a folder on the desktop now. I have to save my form is form.html. We have form.html. It was a form. Then I have to select what? All types. I had to select all types. Yeah. I had to select now all types. So I'll start with the tags now. I will start by having the tags. So by having the tags. Every every time you have to start from HTML. Every time you have to start from HTML. Because today I'll also incorporate the cascading style sheet. I'll also have, and I have to close it here. Let me just close it here. Close the for I just close the HTML. I have to close it. Then after the HTML, we can have the head now. We can have the head. Then in between the head now here is you can have a title. You can have a title. Have that. You can have maybe application form. Or you can have just as a form, the web form. Just close the title. Have that. Then here is you can open the body. You can open the body. You have to close the body here. You have to close the body. Yeah, we have up to that point now. Yeah, now from that point now, let us have we can come up with a table now because now in this form now it's supposed to be embedded within what within a table. So let us have the form. We close the form here. We have a table. Let me just close it here. But we realize in our question now, the background color of our question was supposed to be color green. So under the body here, I can say, for example, I can have a body BG color. Body BG color is equals to green. The BG color is equals to what? Is equals to green. You can have that. So now what will happen now in our program now? The background color of our page is supposed to be what? It's supposed to be color green. Still, there is a way, for example, once we go to the form, there is a way we can have a table to have what? A specific color. So let us see now, let us run the program. We see whether our background color is supposed to be color green. So let me just share that. Color green. color green. Let me just share the output. Let us see the output now. Yeah, we're able to see that it is supposed to be what? It's supposed to be color green now. So now we can proceed now by coming up with the form controls now. Yeah, that is the output. It's supposed to be color green. So let us now come up with the output controls now. We can have a checkbox. There is a checkbox. There is a button, and there is some text input controls, and we have a password input control. Let me just share the code once more. Is here. Let us proceed now. We can proceed now. We can have our table here. Then from the table we are supposed to have the table rules. We have to have the table rules. And from the table rules now we can have the table data inside. So even we can even specify when the table border is supposed to be maybe border is supposed to be 1 or 2. You'll see the effect. So let us have our first row table row. I just close the table row. Let me just close it here. Just close that. Then in between the table rows now, we can have a table head. Let us have a table head. Table head. Maybe exam inform. I just close what? I just close my table head. I just close it. Once I close the table head now, that will be the heading of our what? Of our form. Then from there, I can just open a new table row here. Let me just open a new table row. New table row. I just close it here. Now, in between the table rows now, you're supposed to have some table data. For example, in our form here, the first one was supposed to be we had the department. Together, we had the department. So you can have this. Have that. Then input type is equals to, this is supposed to be a text input. We're supposed to have text. Supposed to have text. Then the name can have name is equals to department. And have that. Then you can have maybe a placeholder now. Maybe placeholder is equals to maybe enter department name. We have that the placeholder now. So what will happen with this placeholder now? It will appear on the form. So it will request the user to just input what? Enter department name. Then you have to close that together. And we have that. That is our what? That is the first what? That is the first entry. That is the first entry. Any question of that point? That is the first entry. Any question or any clarification of that point? Any question or clarification of that point? If I proceed. And the next was supposed to be the first name and then the last name. In case of no question, we can proceed. Let's create a table here. We have to close it. Even you can run the output. Let us run the output we see. Let us run the output we see for that. Let's run the output. Let us see the output for that. Yeah, we have the output is here. We can see that we have the output is here. But now the term exam appeal form is supposed to be on the top. So we have to check whether have we closed the table row for the exam appeal form together. It's supposed to be above what the department. So let us get back to the code. We debug that. Let us see now. We have this table row. We have that table head, but it has no effect. Once we are through, we can rectify on that. So it does have this one now. We can have the first name is here now. Let's work on that. First name, have that. Then we can have if type is equals to. You're supposed to have what? You're supposed to have a text. Name is equals to. We can have the F name. Can have the F name. Then you can have placeholder equals to enter first name. And every time you have remember you have to save your work. Once you are through now, you can have this, then you can have the last name. You can have that, and you can have the last name is here. Then you can have the L name, have the L name, enter last name. Then for the first name, we have what we call, we have the registration number, the registration number. You can have the regular number is here. We can have that now. But for this one, there is a way even you can have some validation. You can have some validation in our phone, for example. Maybe you have a, maybe for example, maybe the registration number is supposed to be around 5 digits or 6 digits. There is a way we can validate by having the marks in here. You can have, let's put something here, mark link is equals to, we can have around 6 digits. Yeah, we can have 6 digits. What will happen if now a user is able to insert more than 6 digits now in that form control or that text control? There is no way to allow that. I think that's why there is a what? There is a validation. Yeah, after the registration number, the next was supposed to be and the email. Yeah, still we can have the emails here. Have that. And have the email. So let me ask, even before I proceed, yeah, let me ask you, Francisco, let me ask you, what are you supposed to write here? For example, we have the email. Are we supposed to use the text? Let me ask you, yeah, Mushangi, which one are you supposed to use here for the email? Mushangi, which one? Mushangi, which one for the email? Is it a text for the email? Ian, is it a text? Ian, which one are you supposed to use for the email? Ian, Mushangi, I want to hear from you before I proceed. Yeah. Which one are you supposed to use for the email? Because you're supposed to even validate the email. Which are you supposed to use? Yeah, Ian radio button. What about Tansi Mushangi? Yeah. Remember, for the radio button, Ian, you're supposed to use the radio button in case you're having a agenda. For example, in case you'll be having the agenda, we can only use the radio button in case you're having what the agenda together. For example, you have to put together, we have mail or email. Then Mushangi, for this one, you cannot use text. So together, you are going to use the email because you have to validate. Together, for the purpose of validation, yeah, let us have the email here. The purpose of validation, then you can have name is equals to email. Name is equals to email. Then you have the placeholder. Enter your email. We have that. So let us run the program here. We see the output. Let us run the program. We see the output. Let us see the output of our program. Now, if you look at our program now, the text boxes they are moving towards the right. The reason for that now, because we are not using the word break together, we can have a tag the break now, so that we can break now on the first line. Let me just break. Let me just break the lines. We can have break. Let me just break them, please. Let me just break them. Yeah, can you see now they are breaking? They are breaking. Yeah, we have to use the word the word break, the tag break. Yeah. Yeah, we have them here. Then you can have the email. But now, maybe for example, in case we want our work to be more organized, let me just introduce something here. Let me just introduce something here. You can have something here. Another tag, table data. Have that. Let me just introduce that. We want our work to be more organized. Let me just introduce something here, table data here for the purpose of organization. We are following up. Every time you have to save your work, you can have the first name is here. You can just introduce the table data here. You have to close it. Then I have to open a new one. I close it here. Just follow up. introduce the new table data here, and I have to make sure I close it. Yes, we have that. Then still here we can have a table data. We just close the table data. Then here, maybe you can add a border to my table. Let me just add a border, table border. Let me just add something here. Table border is equals to 1. Is equals to 1. So let me see the effect now of adding a table data, or the effect of incorporating a table data within what the table. Let me see the effect. So let us run the program. We see the outcome. And let me share the screen. Yeah, I hope we're able to see the. Can you see the effect now? Can you see the effect of having a table data? There's a way our form is organized. Just check. Yeah, because you have to ensure it's organized. You have to ensure that your form is organized. So every time it is good incorporate what a table data. A table data is good. Incorporate what a table data now. Yeah. Any question at that point? Any question or any clarification? You can ask the question at that point. Yeah, for the exam appeal form, we can use a caption to ensure it is centered. We are going to use what a caption. I'll use something called a caption. You can ask a question. So let me, Francisco has a question. Let me confirm whether we have added a table data before the department. Let me check. Yeah, it is there. Yeah, Mushangi, it is there. I'll share the code. Let me just share the code. You see, it is there. Just share the code. I'm using the code. You confirm. It is here. Yeah, I hope you can see Mushangi. We have added a table data. It is there. Then for here, in the exam scenario, you must use the table data function. It is good, yeah, you have to use the table together because now, for the purpose of photo organization, it is good you have the table. Yeah. Because even in the coding, we use the table. It must be there. It must be there. Yeah, for the purpose of organization. I hope Mushan you can confirm it is there. Yeah, let us proceed now. Let us proceed. Yeah, maybe now we can have a drop down here. Let us have a drop down. Yeah, let us have. Let me just introduce something here. Let me just introduce something new. For example, in case we have just add something table row. Then we have our table data here. Just close the table row first. I want to introduce something we call a checkbox. Together, for example, you can have a checkbox. You can have a drop down, and we have a file upload. Let me just introduce first a drop down. Does have, for example, course. Does have that. have a table data now. Theme is equals to does have course, have that. You can have options here. You can have options. Let's have option. That's the first option. You can have another option here. Let's have another option. Have ACP, PPM, have that. Then we have to close now our select. Let's first close it. Select. We have to close it. Then I close my table data here. Let me just close the table data. That is here now. So this one now, we're going to have a drop down whereby the user can only select. Can only do what? Can only select. Yeah. Let us now have a checkbox now. Have a checkbox. Let us learn. We see the output of that program first. Let us see the effect of that program. And let me learn the program. You see the effect of that program. Let me just learn it. Yeah, is here. You're able to see now whereby I can even select now. Together, I can do what? I can select now. Is what you call a select what or an option what but together to just prompt me to have a drop down whereby I can do what? I can select what my course is here. You'll be able to see. Can you see? Do you? Just proceed. Let us now have a checkbox. Let's have a checkbox. Yeah. Any question of that point? Any clarification or any question? Any question? I hope you have understood up that point. Because in programming now, using programming, for you to be a good programmer, you have to practice together. Programming, you have to practice day in, day out together. In case you want to be a good programmer, you have to do what? You have to practice together. And you have a lot of situations where you can practice programming. For example, you can have the three schools together. You can learn a lot of programming, yeah. Because you have to write good programs. So let us proceed now. Let us have a checkbox here. Let us have a checkbox. Let me just first close the table row. First close that and have my table data is here. Then here we can have a checkbox to set the unit, maybe unit, have that. You can have this input type is equals to a checkbox is equals to checkbox. You can have name is equals to unit is equals to unit. Have that. You can just close it. Have the first one. Array is equals to IBP. Array is equals to programming. You can have is equals to this is a checkbox here by now. And for a checkbox now, it allows the user to select more than one. I think they can do what? You can select more than one. So as run the program, you see the effect. On the program, you see the effect. Yeah. So the units are not being displayed now. So you have to ensure even the names are displayed now. We can see you have 4 selections here. We're able to see that we have 4 selections, but we have to ensure that the units name are displayed. So let me just get back to the code and ensure that the unit names are displayed. Let me just get back to the code. Yeah, so what will happen here? We can have it here. Is we can have this name here. Let's show you. You can have it here. You can have that. Yeah, then for this name, you can have it here. You can have them here. Then here we can have this one, the IBP. Yeah, okay, now let us check now. Let us see the effect. Yeah, it is here now. I think you're able to see now that we can select now altogether, and we can select now the unit. And I said using the checkbox now, it allows you to select what more than one unit altogether, or one entity. Together you can select what you can select several. But in case now we were using a ready button, we just have one option. Just have a ready button. Next one. Let us have a ready button whereby we can even select what the J. Let us have a ready button. Select the J. have a radio button. We have input type is equals to radio. Is equals to what? Is equals to radio. Here we have that. Then you can have name is equals to, you can have gender, have that. Then value is equals to male. You have to close it, you have to close our table data, have that, you have to close it, have that. Then here, yes, you're supposed to have male. Then you copy all these. And you copy that information. So that now we have for female. And here we have that. That is a radio button. Then you can proceed now. Let us have an option. For example, maybe you have an option whereby you can upload a file. I think, for example, you can attach a PDF document or an media Word document. It does have something else here. Have something. Have this to allow the user to upload a file. You can ask a question at that point in case there is any. You can have upload image, and have that upload an image or a file. Now for this one now, for the input file, input is supposed to have a what? You're supposed to have a file. I think that because you are said you can upload an image, you can upload PDF document or any other document. So every time you have make sure you have used a file, then name is equals to file. That is enough. And just close that. Just close your table data. And just come and close your what? Table here. Have that. Now we can have a button. Now let us have a button. You can have a reset button. Whereby, for example, the reset button now it can clear all the information we have entered in that form. Then we can have a submit button whereby this information is supposed to be submitted to the PHP file. So together whereby going to the database now together. So let us have a button here. Type is equals to button is equals to button. Is equals to submit. Value is equals to register. Yeah, then I have to close that. Yeah. This is the table data. It is enough, can have that. Then I just close my table row. So let us run the program. You see the effect now. Let's run the program. Let me just first let me have a table data here. Let me just use the table data. Table data. Just close that. Let me share the screen. Yeah, I hope you can see the output now. You can see the output now of our form here. You can put, for example, the department name. The department name is supposed to be maybe ICT and what? Engineering. You can put the first name to be. You can have that. Then you realize now for the registration number, we're able to validate. We say now, in case the value is exceed 6, there is no way we can allow that. That's the how we have realized now. There's no you can input more than 6 words, more than 6 pages. Can you see that? I hope you are following up. There is no you can input more than 6 pages. Can you see? And so, for example, you can have maybe let us have maybe EIT to yeah, these are 6. These are how many? These are 6. You can have that. Then for the email, you realize now for the put this with the at sign. This is not a photo. This is not a valid email address. I think that if you can see now, there's we have that information here. We have that information that please include an at sign. I think that yeah, that's the effect. So have you realized for this one now, for the gender now, there is no way you can be a male, can be a male and female at the same time. You have to select one, either a male or a female or a female. Then you can choose the file. Together you can do what? You can choose a file. Let us upload something here. Let us upload something. Let us upload something. Let us upload now these notes. Then we click what? We click the J, register together. I click register. This is supposed to be an sign here now. Then what will happen now? Is supposed to be sent to that page. Together. Yeah, for example, now maybe this information is supposed to be sent to a certain page whereby we have the PHP code. Now, on the top here, on this part here, form, on this form action, you can have that page whereby that information will be sent to, so that it can be picked by the PHP files. So that now can be inserted into the database. So you can have this maybe insert.php or ESP. You can use PHP or ESP. Method is equal to post. Method is equals to post. Have that. The reason we are using post is because the reason we are using post now, we are posting this information into the database. But in case we are using get now, to get now is to retrieve now, it is to echo back the information which was stored in the database now into the browser. So let us run the program. We see what will happen now because you have inserted that action. Form action is equals to instead of PHP or instead of .asp or method is equals to post. That's the effect. Yeah, let us now indicate, let us click register. That's the effect now. That's refresh the page. Now you're supposed to click now the register now. Let me share. Once you hit register, it's supposed to take us to that page for the start PHP. Let me check the code where it's not taking us to that page. It's supposed to take us to a blank page. Let me just debug it. Yeah, maybe now I can change it here to input is equals to submit. This is the effect now of that. Yeah, it does run the program now. You can ask the question. Now it is here. The form is here. Let us key in the information we see. Let us key in the information. ICT. Let's key in the information here. In case we click register now, you're supposed to be taken to that page. Now it is here. You can see that now. Are you able to see that now? Yeah. This page is not found. We do not have that page together called what? Insert dot what? Dot PHP. Do not have that page called what? Insert dot PHP. Now here, yeah, thanks for that. I have closed the form now. I have closed the form together. So this page now is not what is not in this server together. Yeah. So that is how you come up with a simple form together. A simple form. Yeah. Any question? Yeah, you can ask a question now. Yeah, because I believe now you're coming up with a project and yeah, I believe you're using the forms now. Maybe you can ask a question now. Yeah. Let me then for the exam appeal form here, I had said now I'm supposed to use a caption. Let me just get back to the code. Then I can specify a tag here that is supposed to be bold. And let me just have B for bold. Just have that. Just have that tag. Supposed to be bold.
You are currently the only person in this conference.
Yeah, I'm sharing the screen because I have used now for the heading now. I have used a caption. It's supposed to be bold. It's loading. It's loading. Just a minute. It's loading. That is here. I hope you're able to see the caption now. Can you see now the heading of our form now? The exam appeal form is supposed to be centered together. So I have replaced now the head using what a caption. Then I have used the tag bold together. In case use B, because use B now, it becomes what? Bold. Any question? Any question now at that point? Any question before I proceed? So how is it? How was the program? How was the program? How was the program? How was the program? Or any other code we can use now, or any other question on that program, or any clarification. But if now we are supposed to incorporate some paragraphs, for example, now in our form, we're having a paragraph now. Let me just introduce now the paragraph. Let me just introduce it now in our code. Yeah, for example, let me just get back to the body is here. The body is here. And have a paragraph is here. This is a paragraph. Then in case now we can have a, let me just introduce something here. Then you can have a paragraph supposed to be in italics, supposed to be what in italics. Supposed to be in italics. Let me just introduce something here. That is going to work. So let me share the output now. Actually, now the purpose of this, the purpose of the McQE now, it is to help scroll the information. So what will happen in this one? The information will be in italics first. I have used an I here to be in italics now. Then this information is supposed to scroll from left to right. So let me share the output. Yeah, I can see that. Can you see now the information? Can you see that output now? The introduction of what of that term McQE now. Right together. Yeah. In the question of the McQE that is there. Is scrolling. Yeah, any question? Any question? So what do you know, Ian? You requested to put a background image. Can you add an image to that page? Ian, can you add an image? What about Mushangi? Can you add an image to that page in case you requested now to come up in to add an image? Are you able to add an image? The background image. Can you add one? Yeah, no, for Ian. What about Mushangi? In case you requested now to add a background image, can you add one? Yeah, let me explain now. What happens now, in case you want to add an image to that background now, or to have an image, what happens now, you have to make sure the image is in the same folder with the code. So what I'll do now, I'll have an image in my folder. Let me just share the entire screen. Let me just share the entire screen and show you. Yeah, I'll have to copy an image to that directory. Yeah, you realize now this is my folder here. I can see now you're having this one. We do not have an image here inside. Together, there's no image. So what I have to do now, I have to make sure there is an image here on my folder. Let me just copy an image. Let me just copy an image. Let me just copy an image. We select an image somewhere. Yeah, we can have. Let me just copy this image. I have to copy that image and I put it here inside. That together is here. Is here inside. Then you have to check now the properties of the image. Is it a PNG, a portable network graphic, or is it what, a JPG? Let's check the properties of the image. Well, it is a what? It is a JPG now. It is a what? A JPG. So you have to do that now. Then from there you have to get back to the code now. You have it here. You can have body. Let me remove this now. Body. Background image. Body. Background. .jpg. Then once you save now, you can run the program now. Once you do that now, it does run the program. Yeah, let me just share the screen. Let me see the output. Let me share the screen. And let me see the output. And we can have two options now. We can have the body background. We can have the image SRC. Yeah, we have two options. And we can use the image SRC for the. Let me see. Let me see. Let me run the program. And let me just let me use the image SRC. And let me just switch. Let me share the output now. I does have 6.jpg. Means little click. Let me just verify the code. And the image is too small. Right together from the output now, and the image cannot appear. It is too what? It is too small. Too small right together. But you can use the image SRC code. You can use the image SRC. The image it is too small to appear. Let me just use that. Yeah, it is too small to appear for the image. But you can use what you call that. We have this tag here, the image SRC. Yeah. The image it is too small to appear, but yeah, but but you can use now for it to appear. You can use the CSS. So any question, I think that is enough for today. Today was having a just a practical. Any question? Any question? They can ask some questions or some clarifications. Yeah, but for the image I've said, you can use what the body, but the body can have what you call. You can use the CSS to input the image. Then you can use background SRC. Let me yeah, let me verify for the image. Let me verify for the image. And so that is how you add an image. So any question? Any question, clarification? Now, what if now the image does not fit now? What do you have to do now? You have to check for an image which is has a large file. For example, maybe 2 kbs together, or not 2 kbs, 2 MB together, or an image which is having 400 kbs together kilobytes. It must be having more than what? More than 200 together. Yeah, more than 200 kbs. It must be large. Yeah. Hope you understood that, Mushangi. It has to be large, either 2 MB or from 200 kbs. Yeah, because like mine is what? Is 3 kbs. Yeah. Any other question? even if it does not fit now, you can use the CSS. So in our next class now, I'll be showing you on how you can add these images by using more the CSS now. Even if not is small, I can use the CSS now to increase the size of that image. I'll be showing you that in the next class. So in case of another question, I'll be posting a discussion question. You're supposed to work on it. There's a question I'm posting. You're supposed to work on it. Discussion question. So how was the class today? How was the class today? How was the class today? And that is okay. The class was great. So what we have to do now? There's a question I've posted for the discussion. Is to put identify the emerging trades in the IBP together. That was the emerging trade. So just work on it now. Yeah. That is enough for today. So it was a good experience. That was a good lecture, practical lecture. Yes, in the next class now, I'll be introducing now. I'll be having some practical division by using the CSS now. Together, using the CSS. Then it will have what? As we covered the JavaScript, then it will have the ESP. Yeah. So just work on the question posted. Yeah, just confirm the question.